However, now to the new procedure promising patients both a boost to their bosom and their self-esteem. Just said bosom.
Fashion these days is all about cleavage, but what if you need a little lift?
My breasts were like flat pancakes.
Look no further than the BodyTite Perky Lift, the scarless breast lift using this tiny tool, getting these amazing results.
They're full, round, and perky. They're exactly what I used to be when I was 18.
Sarah's a 35-year-old mother of 3 who came to see me because she noticed that after breastfeeding, her breasts had become saggy. We discussed the BodyTite procedure, which would give her a natural appearing scarless lift without the use of implants.
You heard right. Dr. Diane Duncan says there's another solution.
Surgical procedures don't really change the character of the aging tissue, but this procedure does because it stimulates your own collagen to create a sort of a suspension thread.
So how does it work?
The BodyTite is a bipolar radiofrequency device that causes collagen shrinkage underneath the skin without cutting any of the skin out and without leaving any scars.
No knives necessary.
We only use little needle pokes to introduce the wand.
I went back to work the next day.
No downtime, and just 5 weeks later, Sarah's back to her pre-baby bod.
I feel like I can go out and wear a bikini once again that I never used to be able to do.
Earlier this season, Michael opened up about his struggle with gynecomastia that had caused him to develop large amounts of breast tissue, leading to years of painful bullying and isolation. Take a look.
I've been using duct tape on my skin for 12 years. When I started hitting puberty, everything started to change. I started getting these bumps, these breasts. Kids started making fun of me, calling me a girl. They started pinching my chest. I didn't want to come to school.
You changed from being the happiest kid in the world to the loneliest kid in the world.
I didn't know what to do, so I decided to start wearing duct tape and super glue on my skin. It would make blisters and leave scars. It would hurt really bad. I felt disgusting. I woke up every day wishing I was somebody else.
I reached out to a colleague of mine, Dr. Dennis Hurwitz, board-certified plastic surgeon, and we have him on tape with a special message for you.
The doctors that told me about your story, I want to help. I devised a unique surgical plan to rid you of your problem. Looking forward to seeing you very soon.
You're so welcome.
It's the best news ever.
Thank you so much.
After that show, we sent Michael to board-certified plastic surgeon Dr. Dennis Hurwitz in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's have a look.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
Today's a very special day. We're going to finally address this big problem.
I am so excited. Thank you, sir.
We're off.
Love you. You too.
See ya.
The big challenge here is to remove the fat and to take care of the skin laxity because he's so large. This operation has 4 steps. Step number 1 is to insert the laser probe to disrupt the fat so that it can be removed. Now, we're applying a bit of radiofrequency energy to tighten the skin. Now is the removal of the tissue through liposuction. You see the fat trailing through the tubing. This is going better than I anticipated. What's so neat, I don't have to cut them open, which leaves rather large scars across the chest. We'll put in a few stitches in each of these tiny incisions, wrap them up in elastic garments, and we're done.
Joins today Michael, his mother, Beth. And I want to take a quick look at Michael's before, and let's now look at his after picture side by side, because Michael had such a great result. And we're also joined by his physician, Dr. Dennis Hurwitz.
Welcome back, Dennis.
Michael, how are you feeling? Because you look great, my friend.
I'm feeling absolutely amazing. I have so much more confidence. I want to wear t-shirts out everywhere. Even though it's really cold where I'm at, I'm getting into so much more fitness. I'm just so happy about myself and who I am now. I love myself.
I think we saw in the video that Dr. Hurwitz has done this once or twice before, but I see, Dennis, that you did a little extra too there.
Yes.
Didn't you?
Well, yeah, Drew, it's all about sculpturing the body and smooth everything down, reduce him down so he's consistently nice pattern. That's a good-looking man.
And your technique, Dr. Hurwitz, what you did, you used, because you knew that you're going to have excess skin because of the size of his chest. And instead of placing more incisions, leaving him with scars on the chest, you were able to shrink the skin with a new technology.
That's absolutely right. Using BodyTite by M-Mode, we're able to apply radio frequency energy in a controlled manner. That's a critical part. Controlled, reproducible manner, no burns. We can melt the fat, tighten the skin, so when he's left, he doesn't need those big scars. There's actually no visible scars on his body, and we reshaped everything.
Let's face it, we all want to better our bodies, and removing fat is usually on everyone's list. Liposuction has been around since the early 70s, but doctors are now developing an innovative way to literally shrink the fat from the inside. And our camera's got a first look as Denise underwent this exciting new procedure.
When I look in the mirror, I see a 52-year-old woman with a nice figure, and then I turn around and I see the dreaded back fat. It's disgusting. I feel very self-conscious, and I really don't go anywhere without my little garments on. It's used for post-surgical tummy tuck patients. I have done everything. I have exercised, eaten healthy. Nothing has tightened it up. It's all just flab. I had looked into liposuction, but the recovery time, having 5 children, I just didn't have the time to do that.
The answer to that problem is really this brand new procedure called the BodyTite. It incorporates radio frequency energy, causing the fat cells to dissolve, but at the same time, you're also tightening the skin.
Oh my gosh, so I've been waiting 10 years, and now we finally have something that is unbelievable.
Denise is here today just a week after her BodyTite procedure, along with her plastic surgeon, Dr. Stephen Davis. Welcome to you both. Thanks for being here.
Hi, how are you? Hi.
So this is pretty exciting stuff.
It's unbelievable because all of these technologies that are all involved inside of this machine have been things that we've been using for a long time, and now we're able to combine them to get unbelievable results.
That's exactly it. In the past, yes, we used radio frequency, yes, we used liposuction, but separately.
Exactly. And now we're trying to kind of combine them, and you get quicker results. And as you'll see by what you're going to see in a minute from Denise, and what you saw there, she's doing it with just a little bit of oral sedation in the office, and it's amazing.
So Denise, just 8 days since your procedure, correct?
Correct.
Now what happens here, it's a combination of both fat and loose skin.
Exactly.
To get the best result, you want to remove the fat and you want to get skin tightening, which we can't do with classical liposuction. So she had her lumbar rolls, her back rolls, and only 8 days. I mean, no bruising.
So how does it look to you,
It looks very good.
Well, let's look once again at Denise's back before the procedure and after, and it really is a remarkable difference.
It's really good.
Denise, you're happy, I take it?
I am thrilled. I can wear all the tops that I couldn't wear before without my undergarments, and it's really nice to put my jeans on and not have that extra fat.
That little roll that you had by your bra before, it's the combination of removing fat and skin tightening that has made that look better.
All right, Jose, thank you. It's 8:40 right now. There is a new procedure that promises to tighten sagging skin and also reverse the appearance of aging, and it's less invasive than a facelift, which means no scalpels, no scars, nothing like that. Dr. Ernest Layton is a board-certified plastic surgeon, and he joins us live in our studio to talk to us about BodyTite, T-I-T-E. Good morning to you, doctor.
Good morning.
So tell us about this procedure and how it all works.
Well, it's M-Mode is a medical device company, cutting edge medical device company, that has come up with a minimally invasive way to actually tighten skin. It's using radio frequency energy, which we've always known that radio frequency worked. The problem was getting it to the right tissue level without causing damage to the overlying skin or tissue that you didn't want to damage.
Okay.
And they've come up with a way, it's kind of a dual probe where a wand is placed underneath the skin and one above the skin, and the radio frequency energy is transmitted between the two devices, causing heating of the skin, shrinking of the actual skin itself, shrinking of the septa that connect the skin to the underlying tissue, and also reducing fat. And it's a kind of a minimally invasive, I wouldn't call it non-invasive, but it's certainly short of a full-blown facelift.
So as soon as you mention that tissue really heating up, I automatically think pain. Is this a painful procedure?
It's not. It's done in the office under local anesthetic. Sometimes a little bit of sedation can be given as well.
Yeah.
But it's certainly less invasive and painful than a full-blown surgery.
So if it's not too painful, when can you expect to see results? Is it something that you just walk out and automatically see something? Or?
You actually do. The skin actually shrinks before your eyes, and you see some skin contracture immediately. Afterwards, you may get a little bit of swelling, and probably 5 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks are the best results. But it's actually been shown in studies that the tightening continues up to a year afterwards.
So I would assume anything that requires you to be sedated, you know, if you need that kind of thing, it may pose a little bit of a risk. Is there one when it comes to this procedure?
It's very minimal. There is, you know, you can get some swelling afterwards, some bruising afterwards, but it's very minimal risk. I mean, you're doing it awake. Some people have the fear of actually going to sleep and undergoing a big surgical procedure.
Right.
So.
All right, doctor, thank you so much. We're out of time. We got to let you go.
Great. Thank you very much.
And tummy tucks. It's plastic surgery's quick fix. Almost 200,000 women now undergo liposuction every year. But many women still consider this popular procedure too invasive, with too much downtime recuperating. Until now. The latest generation of liposuction, less invasive with faster recovery, makes it an option for even the busiest working women and moms.
I'm Angela. I've always wanted to have a tummy tuck, but as a mom of 4, who has the time? Before kids, I thought I was pretty sexy. With each pregnancy, my belly has gotten more jiggly, more squishy. Sure, my armor's on. I have many tricks to camouflage my jelly belly. If it's for controlling the belly, I have it. If I could just tighten that tummy, I will feel better, and when I feel better, everybody feels better.
Okay, boss lady, see you later.
Right. This year, I'm getting my belly back.
This new technology gives us the ability, that sagging skin, we can just shrink it. It really will allow Angela to have minimal bruising, minimal downtime, and they're back to work right away. You all set?
I am so set.
All right, here we go.
Board-certified plastic surgeon Dr. Stephen Davis is on the cutting edge of this new procedure. It's called BodyTite or neck tight. So Dr. Davis, explain to everybody and to me why you think this BodyTite or neck tight procedure is better than traditional liposuction.
Liposuction has been around a long time, and it does a great job at removing unwanted fat. But there's 2 things that has never been really addressed: loose skin and getting people back to work right away. The BodyTite and the neck tight uses radio frequency energy, and it helps shrinks the skin at the same time that you're removing the fat, and it allows me to have my patients on the Dr. Oz show in less than a week.
Sounds pretty good. There it is right there. Can you all see it? It's a side view and a front view, so we actually have a pretty good idea. Now it's time to see the new Angela. You guys curious? Yeah. A lot of curiosity out there. All right, I'm going to rotate the box. Hold on in there, Angela. And there she is. Ooh, come step down. Let me see it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Angela as well.
Well, now to a problem that a surprising number of men live with. And in the past, if you had a so-called flabby chest, you would just cover up and hope that no one notices.
Now, though, more and more men are attacking the problem head-on and seeking professional help to regain a more masculine look.
With more, here's our Mina Ree.
I'll have a quick look if you don't mind. We've disguised their faces because the condition these men have had to endure has left them emotionally scarred.
And they kept getting bigger. Like I said, in the last 5 years, they've grown even more.
Dr. Bray operates using a new technique called BodyTite.